But the reason why we bring up Puka is not necessarily just his performance, is because he's been in a little controversy, the past week or two. Number one, because he called out referees, and usually that's a big no-no for a lot of players and coaches to call out refs, which, to be honest, I think it's kind of dumb to get called out. Like, I mean, I feel like we have to acknowledge that the players are human beings and they're going to get upset if they feel like a ref missed a call, or even if you go back and look. Now, Puka was more specific to say that, like, hey, referees actually just want to get on TV, which takes it a little further than, hey, I think the refs missed this call, or hey, the officiating is bad. But it's kind of feeding into this narrative of things being fixed. And people kind of joke about the NFL having a script. I joke about, hey, the NFL script this year is awesome. Each week you get game of the year candidates. But he was specific to say, he was on a live stream. I think it was Aiden Ross live stream for the streaming people out there. And he made these comments, but what gave even more backlash, which I honestly, and I don't know if you are able to speak to it. There was a live stream clip of Aiden Ross basically teaching Puka a touchdown celebration dance to do after he scored his next touchdown. But what Puka didn't realize in the video, and I'm still like puzzled on why Aiden Ross would do something like this, he was showing him a gesture, like a hand rubbing gesture, that is considered a harmful stereotype that's anti-Semitic. And it drew a lot of public criticism towards Puka. But when you watch it, at least in my opinion, it's clear that Puka doesn't know what it is. And to be honest, when I first seen it too, I didn't really make the connection, but I could tell that Aiden wanted him to do something. Like, you could tell what was going on. Like, you could tell Puka didn't understand what was going on, but Aiden knew, hey, this has some type of meaning, and I want you to do it because it means something. And so once I did my own research on it, once it was popping up, I'm like, oh, okay, that's crazy. Because why would you set somebody up like that?
Yeah, I know. I don't know, man. I actually hadn't even heard about that one. I just feel like I don't know, man. We're in the realm of content creation a lot less than Aiden is, right? But I feel like it's all for clicks. I don't know. I feel like people do that all the time.
Yeah, it was like the celebration. I'm not gonna do it or anything, but it was like him flexing, like his arms up, like a regular flex that's like nothing, but then following up with like leaning over and then like rubbing your hands together gesture. And at first, when I saw it, I'm like, all right, like weird celebration. But then he kept telling him, like he kept trying to show him specifically how to do it. Now, his comments about refs and this was all happening in this same live stream. So this was before the game. This was like not right before the game, like the same day, but like a few days before the game.
Mm-hmm.
And so what ended up happening is circularized around online, a lot of criticism. So then Puka had to issue a public apology saying he didn't understand the gesture's offensiveness and its meaning. And basically he had to then go back and say, hey, I oppose and condemn any forms of racism, hate, things like that. And what sucked about it was that both the NFL and the Rams had condemned that act and had to like talk about it, retaliate, they had to like state that they don't, or reiterate that they don't tolerate anti-Semitism and discrimination. Like, it became this big thing. And even after that crazy Rams Seahawks game, the reporters are asking Sean McVay about what happened. And so, I mean, this can go into a whole nother topic, the streaming world and just online access and the things people do and say with it. I can, Zane, later on or something, I can show you what I was talking about if it's even still up. But again, I just think that if I was like, hey, Zane, do this thing on camera, like right now, Like, oh yeah, that's cool. Like, and then
Yeah.
people are just blowing you up. It's going viral how you do that. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you're like, yeah, I'm not talking to that guy again.
Well, it's that exactly, and it's for clicks, it's for views, and obviously Puka didn't know what was going on. And Puka's a football player, you know what I mean? Uh, I do think his take on referees was pretty controversial.